What's going on, guys? Today I have the Goat Guns AR-15 miniature toy gun here. This is a non-firing gun. It is a toy model. So if you haven't heard of it, we're going to go through it. If you got one, cool. You can compare it if you didn't get this one. And then if you're looking at getting one, hopefully this helps you out. So let's jump right into it. First off, the packaging there. Packaging is pretty cheap. They say it is a 1/3 scale, and they make it very clear that it is a non-firing toy replica. That is the packaging that it comes in. You get to assemble it yourself. Maybe takes about 10 minutes or so. As far as this tray goes, the packaging as a whole is pretty cheap. Something reminds me of one of those fair stands that you would buy all the cheap toys for your kids. That's kind of the quality that you're getting right there. But that's not what's important. What is the gun itself. So you do get 3 different stickers. The nickname for this gun is Charky. Not my personal favorite, but hey, let's go right into this. You do get a suppressor, a miniature screwdriver, as well as a business card. So let's move the stickers out of the way here and jump into the important stuff. So your AR-15, that's how it stands on, kind of sits there, rests on the front edge of the magazine, and that's how you display it. So it's pretty cool. A good buddy of mine who I went to high school with actually said I inspired him to join the Marine Corps as well, and so he got this for me as kind of a Christmas present. So I thought that was pretty cool. As far as the stand goes, it is a fully metal stand, anodized black. The piece that connects the stand of the gun there, it just clips in, as you can see on the bottom, and fits into the pistol grip. It doesn't fit super snug, so it is kind of loose. If you do bump it, it might fall over. Probably not a big deal. It is a metal gun, so probably won't damage it in any way. As far as the front here, we'll start here. The compensator does remove. Again, this does come with a suppressor, and there are other different sorts of attachments that you can buy. As far as like a bayonet, you can buy a sling, different sight system, different stock. I don't have any of those things, but those are available on their site for purchase. So anyway, that's what it looks like with a suppressor. I'm a compensator kind of guy. I like the look of that, so I'm gonna keep my compensator on there, but it does fit on there pretty nicely. Originally, I don't know if you can see, there's a seam there on both sides, and it was pretty high up there, so it was catching and it was making it difficult to remove and put on the compensator. But after removing it and putting it on a couple times, it does grind that down, and it does fit on there pretty nicely. So moving down, you do have a bayonet lug. Your forward sling mount here is fully functional, if you will, and you do have a fixed rear sling mount, just like the full-size AR-15. Your front sight and your front sight post all look pretty good. You do have a little front sight post there. You do have a nice Picatinny rail system. This is a 2-piece system, just like the full size. You do have to install this, and the instructions, if it did come with it, were very minimal. I can't remember if I threw those away or not, or if I got any, but there was a couple different ways that this fits on, but it doesn't fit on correctly. And so this one took me the longest to put on, but once I did, it does fit on there snug and pretty clean. Again, you can buy different attachments for this. Moving down, you do have the bolt release. That doesn't do anything. That's one of the things that I would like to have seen, the ability to lock the bolt back, but I guess they did that because they don't want to make this easier to make it a firing weapon. So I understand why they may have done that. The trigger does move, doesn't make any sort of audible click or anything. Your safety selector here, pretty loose between safe and semi. It does have a nice audible, or not audible, but a nice feel when you go from semi to auto. It does click in pretty nicely. So the pistol grip is probably the best represented piece on here. It feels exactly how my regular size AR-15 does. So they did a pretty good job with that. Flipping it over here, the ejection port cover does open when you pull back on the charging handle. Your bolt does have a magnet, as you can see in there, and that just magnetically holds the ejection port cover. As far as the rear sight goes, you can see it's pretty loose. I can't tighten it anymore. They do have an aftermarket one that you can buy, but as far as the one that comes with the gun originally, it is pretty loose, but it is what it is. The forward assist here is one piece. I would have liked to have seen that a two-piece system. The magazine release here doesn't have any sort of grip on it. Again, that's something that I would have liked to have seen. I don't think that would have taken much time and effort to make that something that has some grip on it. Mosquito. Got it. Sorry for that mosquito delay. The magazine does release. They do give you 3 dummy rounds. Magazine clicks in there pretty nicely. It stays. It's not going anywhere. And then the stock on the back there, it is a 4 position. So you have your first position there, number 2, 3, and 4. I don't know if you can hear those audible clicks, but it does click in really nice, and it is not going anywhere. The back plate there is metal. Your lever here to move positions is metal, and I believe the rest of it is plastic. That is the gun. It doesn't have pins, so you can't break it down shotgun style. Again, that could have just been due to the fact that it didn't want to make it optional to fire, which I can understand. Overall, a pretty cool gun, pretty cool little ornament. Something if you're bored at your desk you can play with or whatever. I think they did an overall fairly good job of making this. Definitely some changes I would have made, but again, overall, it's a pretty good quality piece. So anyway, that is the Goat Guns AR-15 model, nicknamed Sharky. And if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And hope you all have a good New Year. Hope you had a great Christmas, and I'll see you in the next one.